Ok, ¿empezó? Vale. Eso no se escuchó, ¿verdad? Creo que no. Vale. Bien, empecemos. Tengo que silenciarme cuando hago eso. Una vez más. Hello, Blue. La última vez creo que hice un par de... como una hora y algo, entonces supongo que debería haber terminarlo en un rato. ¿Qué la dijo? Estuve un buen rato jugando, entonces debería de terminarlo rápido. Última versión.
I'll keep monitoring the hydrophones for that noise, but as of now, unless the drone resurfaces, that's all we've got.
Rayos. Se llamará Irina. ¿Qué dice la hermana?
Hey, Mirai. I
No.
assume you've heard that
La...
Andrea lost a drone.
Yeah, bad break. Did we get any usable data from the drone before it went missing?
You'll have to ask Andrea. He hasn't given me an update. I think he's upset that I suggested we'd still have the drone if we used it for its original purpose.
It's crazy that we only have one mapping drone. If this were a space mission, we would probably have 100. You sound a little frustrated. Is that with Andre or the drone situation?
Both.
Yeah, definitely both. Es comprensible.
Yeah, his passion can sometimes be overwhelming.
I just wish he wasn't so cold with me, just because I turned my prior research into a successful biotech business. Not every company is evil.
Eso es cierto. ¿Te gustó dirigir una empresa? Dale tiempo. No es nada personal. Se me olvida que es con estos botones. Dale tiempo.
Give him time. He'll lighten up. I know he thinks your current research is important and impressive.
It is. Actually, that's nice to know.
Was that a yawn? Did you get any sleep?
Not really. Between the drone and staying up to chat with my daughter, I spent most of the night staring out of my cabin window at the moon.
My grandmother loved to take me free diving in the moonlight. It was magical. It's like the whole ocean glows.
Sounds like a fun grandmother.
She was. Is. She's alive, but suffers from dementia.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks.
Sí, eso tiene que
Nana
ser
moved in
horrible.
with us after our mom died. I was 12. Ren was 4.
Are you and your sister close?
Ah, a ver, por las llamadas, decir sin duda creo que sería un poquito extraño, así que
Most of the time. It's complex right now, but yeah, definitely. Where is your daughter?
She's at university in the UK.
What is she studying?
Pre-med. But she also has a passion for music. She has been playing in the same indie band for years.
What's her music like?
Hard to describe. I'm sure Sophie would love for you to check it out. I'll send you her latest single.
Ooh.
Isn't your sister also at university?
My sister, took a break for a few years, but she's back now.
There's a story there. Not my business.
amor duro.
It's just hard sometimes for me not to want to take the wheel when I see her swerving.
Does she want your help?
¿Quiere tu ayuda? Esa es una buena pregunta. ¿Quiere ser una
I
carga?
don't think she wants her stuff to get in the way of my success.
You sound like me talking about my daughter.
Yeah, complex. People are messy. That's why I study whales.
Por eso estudio las ballenas.
Speaking of which, I better get prepped for our next dive.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Catch you later. Los tiburones. Ok, me falta solo llamar a Ren.
Hi, Mirai. It must be late there. That's okay. I'm on dive time. I showed Nana the highlights from your live stream.
¿Me reconoció? ¿Le gustaron las ballenas? Whatever.
Did she recognize my voice? No. Maybe. She seemed to enjoy it, though. Are you doing okay with her? Kind
Quiero
of.
hablar con la...
You do this better. Did you want to talk about next semester? When you get back. It's complex. You know, I can look at coming back earlier. That's crazy talk. Go speak to your whales.
hablar con tus ballenas.
Gonna try. Catch you later.
Era el timón. Yay, una canción desbloqueada. Canción que no puedo escuchar. Nueva inmersión disponible. Zap. Evaluar coda cuanto antes. Enviar un video de comprobar resistencia de esta orca de esta región. Poco peso. Un pez acaba de pasar nadando. I love it.
D7. About to enter the Twilight Zone. I'm following Andrea's family down to the seamounts where I hope to observe them hunting. Arena has been testing our samples and is worried about a harmful algal bloom being somewhere nearby, so I am to keep an eye out for that. Check. I'm also keeping an eye out for more turtles. I know they're out there, ready to dive.
I'm in and okay.
And we're streaming.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, or welcome back. I'm diving near a seamount region, also known as the Twilight Zone, because it is just beyond reach of the sun. And we'll be taking some questions live, so be nice.
We'll also be testing a playback system to interact with whales.
Wow. Voy a aprovechar de escanear lo que pueda aquí. Wait, what? ¿Qué? ¿Eso no es un globo? Sí. Es el globo más, de mar más raro que he visto. Oh, bueno. Supongo que algunos globos de mar se ven así. I guess. Cangrejo araña. Hey, a ti te recuerdo. Te he visto en algún otro lado. Qué miedo, bueno, hay varios de esos. Cangrejo araña. Cangrejo araña, cangrejo araña. Supongo que esto estaba hecho pues, para eliminar. ¡Manta! Mantarrayas. No, es una mantarraya, es un calamar. Calamar Dana. De lejos de verdad parece una mantarraya. No, es un calamar. Rayos, yo quería ver a la mantarraya.
Want to hear something cool? So do I. I'm hoping that buoy can send a little message to our humpback friends.
That's right. Andre is going to serenade some humpbacks.
Well, not me, but using a song I generated from other recordings.
Y aquí vamos. Por favor, que no se escuche tan raro. Detrás que fue ayudarme a detectar que
Another leatherback turtle, Andre. And feasting on some moon jellies.
That is odd. Is that the same one we saw before?
It looks bigger, but let me zoom scan it to be sure.
Medusa luna. ¿No se supone que es peligroso acercarse a estas cosas? No estoy seguro, pero...
We can run the sample in the lab, but I am sure this is a different one.
Do they typically travel together? And wouldn't it be surprising to find two this far off course?
Yes, it would be.
And yet, here they are.
Welcome back, turtles. Enjoy your beautiful moon jellies.
Son muchos medusas. ¿Pero se estará comiendo? Sí, se las está comiendo. Cool. Qué buena. Puedes ver cómo... ¡Yam! El mordisco. Es de San Pedro. ¡Ay, te voy, San Pedro! Maldito burro.
Okay, time to see if any humpbacks respond to our song.
Jordan wants to know how you will know.
Great question. If we have recorded him before, we'll see if the influence of our song affected his.
Scientists believe whales from one region can influence the song of whales from another when they mix.
¿Sí? Y... un poco más arriba. Ahora... atrás. Para el otro lado. Y horrible manejando el dron.
Hey, Andre, we've
Ooh.
recorded a song from this one before, right?
We have.
How quickly can you compare his two songs?
Well, I need to wait for his song to complete at least one full cycle.
And how long is that?
20 minutes, maybe more.
Wow, that's a long, slow ballad.
Nada lenta. Eso dijo ella. Perdón, es que me lo dejaron en bandeja. Ahora el ruido raro. Es el lunes raro. Llegó un
Gain a
martillo.
squid. It looks like they're hunting.
Lanternfish.
Well called, Arena. We'll make you a sea witch yet.
I'm sorry, a what?
Let's scan a few to pick up their hunting behavior. Here goes.
Scott from Denver wants to know if they eat each other.
Some do. I think this one was upset he missed out on his prey.
Wow. Oh. No que todos muy amigos y muy colegas. Algunos sí se atacan entre ellos. Bueno, solo estos. Y el calamar está muy bonito y todo, pero creo que me llama más la atención. Estas cosas que van alrededor, ¿tienen que ir así supuestamente o es un bug del juego? Porque sinceramente más que como cazan los calamares, probablemente esta forma en la que van los peces me llama mucho más la atención. Ok, da igual. Yay, diamantes. Pero mientras el coso esté hace su examen para la ballena.
Great. I've been waiting for this. I have just activated your UV light.
First of all, don't mess with my suit when I'm diving. Secondly, you spoiled my surprise.
Bueno. Realizan escaneo detallado con... ¿Y?
What am I looking for here?
Oh, one of our sperm whale tags must have fallen off.
Andre, you really need better glue for these.
I don't use glue.
I've tracked down the tag. It's in a cave. I wonder how it got in here.
Oh!
What the?
Mirai!
An octopus.
Are you okay?
Other than getting inked in front of a live global audience?
You know, you might want to get that off you. It will probably attract predators.
Oh, wonderful.
Un pulpo acaba de tirarle tinta. Supongo que el pulpo fue lo que agarró el... Realiza un escaneo detallado con luz blanca, luego cambia a luz ultravioleta. Cambiar a luz ultravioleta. Oh. Cool.
Swell sharks have developed biofluorescence to communicate with each other. Their eyes have special adaptations for the UV light. Now you can see what a swell shark sees.
That's what I'm talking about.
Necesito encontrarlo todo eso. No puede ser. Uy. Ve primero. Ahí está. Y ahora la ultravioleta.
Next, you can try the black light I installed in your sub.
You did not. You did install it in your dorm room back in the day. Your wife showed me pictures.
Well, uni was a good time.
Ah, puedo seguir escaneándolo así. Me pregunto si habrá más peces los cuales pueda escanear. Y en plan, para la luz ultravioleta. Supongo que estos, ¿no?
Okay, last buoy of the dive. How are you feeling?
Chances of suit holding out until the end of the dive? Good. Hope of seeing if our humpback song had any effect? Well,
You know this, but for the viewers, science is not magic, it takes patience.
I'd like to believe in a little magic.
Eso se ve. Ok, el traje cambia de color dependiendo de lo que veas. De lo que la luz que utilices. Se ve muy cool. Los que se lo te. Me di cuenta de inmediato por el sonido que hace. El-
Sperm whale. I think it's. Yes, it's hunting! First time we'll be able to document it with Andre's technology.
Ah, no. Take.
Come
Vale.
on, come on. And then the buzz. I got it!
Raj from Mumbai wants to know, what's the buzz?
I think he was making a joke.
Got it. But what is the buzz? How is it used?
We're not entirely sure, but definitely associated with being close to prey.
This is just the warm-up. The real fun will come in the deep.
Oh, por un segundo pensé que iba a agarrar a uno de los pulpos, de los calamares. ¡Ey! Es un tiburón martillo y un pez piloto.
Andre. Well, there's no way these little ones are thousands of miles off course. Right, Andre?
Give him a minute.
Right. Let's scan a few of these to get their gender. There's a tiny tag here. Andre?
Son tortuguitas.
Chen from Shanghai wants to know why you care about their gender.
Well, their sex is determined by the temperature of their nests.
Ah.
Warming beaches wiped out the turtles in
Playas
this
fue
region.
lo que motivó
Believe
el
in
estrés.
real magic now, Andre?
I may just start, but let me check on that tag first.
Ok, eso está cool. Y sí, la temperatura del lugar en el que estén, pues, es lo que marca el género de las tortugas.
Oh, wow. Glad we didn't miss this.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they must have been hunting down past the rift.
I think we found our spot for our first deep dive.
Mirai, check out that one closest to you. What's that on its skin?
Not sure I can catch them. They're headed to the surface. Might just be a scrape from a ship strike.
Yeah, let's hope that's all it is.
Sí, esperemos que sea
Let's
solo.
end it here.
Una forma muy cool de terminar un capítulo.
I know it seems like Andre worries about everything. But I really understand where that comes from.
Sí.
Everyone's seen the pictures, but I can tell you it was really tough to be doing hands-on work when we were losing entire species. For me, it was the whales. But for Andre, it was the turtles. I stayed to help him. Several of the other scientists did as well. By then, only Andre's protected nests were the ones producing turtles in the region. We all figured that the population was going to collapse, and eventually it did. But seeing this large man spend day after day carrying tiny turtles from the nest to the water, it inspired us to stay.
Tratando de mantener
And
las
coming back
comidas.
now, it feels like another world. Andre is not an angry man, Arena. He's just a man who gets angry when he sees people say it's too hard, or that they don't care at all.
Yeah.
Hi, Mirai. Sorry to miss the post-dive brief. I've been listening to our humpback recordings for hours and got myself in a kind of funk. Actually, I started listening to the humpbacks and then switched to Miles Davis. Anyway, I don't see any clear sign that our playback influenced any of the other whales yet, but I just know we're on the right track. I'm sorry to be in such a mood. Don't know what to make of those turtles or what's going on with our sperm whale family. Right. Catch you in a bit.
Later. Alligator. No puedo. Ok, no puedo llamar a Irina. Fine. Go.
Day 12. Spent the last
Pasaron los
5
últimos
days on an
5 días.
endless series of depth tests of Andre's deep diving suit. Guess he doesn't want me to implode on the live stream. I do hope it's giant squid proof though. The mapping drone located a brine pool near where Andre's family has been hunting. That is before it went AWOL. Ready to die. I mean dive.
Muera cerca donde ha estado cazando la familia Andrea. Es que se perdiera. Preparada para la perdición. Digo, la inmersión. Supongo que...
I'm in and okay.
You sure I can't talk you into another test dive at this depth before we stream?
Enough test dives. It's not like I'm doing a spacewalk.
Well, with this suit, you probably could.
Are we gonna talk about suit crush depth again?
I think we can probably roll.
Starting live stream.
Welcome back, ocean friends. Tonight, I am deep. Midnight zone, no light from the surface deep. Tonight, we're using Andre's lure drone to mimic the Atolla jellyfish to lure large predators like the giant squid.
It's certainly not all my tech. I'm building on years of prior research.
Don't forget our mission to the brine pools.
Oh yes, Arena will fill you in on that later.
¿Por qué estoy en las profundidades? Y la loca dijo, prepared to die, no, como preparada para morir. No, preparada para bucear. To die and to dive. Es un pez balón del Atlántico. El pez este que tiene una luz. Pez linterna. Es seguro para los peces. Iluminarse aquí. No lo creo. Lo de mar. Pez balón de lanzar. No es que necesariamente se iluminen como para ser llamados, sí se iluminan. Algo así. Se ven cool. Ok. ¿Qué importa? ¿Qué duende?
Okay, Andre, how do I find the lure drone?
Look for blinking red lights in the water column.
Ok. Adoro que el traje, dependiendo de qué luz estés utilizando, el color cambia.
No need to get too close. You can activate the lure from there.
Andre, have you done this before?
I haven't, but others have.
How long until we can expect the lure to attract a predator?
It's hard to say. It's a big ocean. But if you lose patience, I would find some real Atolla jellyfish. I have a feedback system set up to improve the lure as you scan them.
Of course you do. For those watching, we will be scanning these Atolla jellyfish to make sure Andre's lure matches the real thing.
It does, but it can always be refined.
Not much confidence in humanity, but plenty in himself. Got the jellyfish scans.
Oh, cool.
though Andre doesn't need them.
In truth, they should improve the lure. I would not waste your time.
Getting a few impolite comments on the screen pointing out that giant squid don't feed on Atolla jellyfish.
They're right. Actually, the Atolla puts on this light show when under attack, in order to lure creatures big enough to eat their attacker. Might have some useful human applications.
I think we need more Atolla scans to approve the lure.
Oh, no es que casen a esto. No, esta medusa, es que la medusa hacen ese color cuando pues están en peligro para que
Okay. Whose idea was it to live stream this particular dive? I am glad I can't see the comments.
I would agree. My grandmother had a saying for times like this. I'm not going to try my grandmother's accent on a live stream, but loosely translated, it means if you get bored waiting for a giant squid, you can always go to a bride pool.
That's a pretty specific saying.
Es un dicho extremadamente específico. Pero cool. Lo que hacen es, pues, alertar. Pero más que alertar, lo que hacen es como pedir ayuda. Es como, hey amigo, hay presas aquí. Tal vez puedas ayudarme cazándolas tú.
Most likely a sign that they have detected predators in the region that threaten them.
Doy. Oh, sorry. Claro, claro.
That gave me a chill. I know how much you enjoyed that, but do you mind if we check out the brine pool before we check on our whale cam?
If you insist. You got what you wanted. This is my giant squid.
Is that another one of your grandmother's sayings?
No, but she often used this one. Hurry up and collect my specimens for me.
What an expressive language.
It's no giant squid, but I promise you, you won't have to wait to find it.
Así. ¿Ves? Siempre es mejor estar cerca de la tierra. Ok, eso me asustó. Of course. Es algo de los nuestros, sí. Una luz, vale.
At long last, welcome to the brine pool. I know it's really a salt lake under the ocean, but it looks more like a witch's brew. I have been teasing Arena, but a brine pool is a diverse microenvironment within the ocean. It has its own ecosystem.
And each one is unique. So that means the microbiology is unique and could hold groundbreaking solutions to human problems. Each time I take new samples into a lab here on this ship, it's this magical discovery moment where I tingle all over. I fund my own research so I can pursue what I know to be important. And people ask me, how much money are you going to spend to collect some bacteria at the bottom of the ocean? If these bacteria hold the cure for a disease that relieves even just a small amount of human suffering, how do you put a price on that?
That is some giant squid.
Vale, ahí está. El último pedazo de muestra que me hace falta. Ok, ese era el último. Ahora puedo escanear un poco más estas cosas alrededor. Que te juro que no pienso volver aquí, así que dame toda la información que tengas. reino. Ah. Cool. Ah, esto no lo ve cualquiera, ¿no? Ahí está.
Mirai, pushing you a waypoint.
Sperm whales are back on the hunt.
Look for the drones. They will seek out the sound of the sperm whales and then idle nearby.
We hope that today, Andrea's tech will make it possible to document how a sperm whale hunts the giant squid.
Oh. Ok, eso es definitivamente algo que quiero ver. Cómo el cachalote atrapa al calamar gigante. Sé que la luz roja no es necesaria en lo absoluto, pero no puedo evitar que...
Again, no need to get too close. You can activate from there.
Let's go tag some sperm whales so we can eavesdrop on their hunting.
One of our viewers wants to know if there is a problem with the link, since the waypoints keep appearing and disappearing.
No problem. The drones are in stealth mode, so they will only track the whales by sound.
I better swim fast.
Oh, come on. ¿Por qué tienen que...? Weón, ¿por qué tengo que...? Ahí está el cachalote.
We'll keep good watch over you.
Ok, vamos por el otro. Siempre cuando no me vean a mí como presa, todo bien. ¡Oh! ¡Ñam!
Whoa!
¡Au! Le pegó justo a la cámara.
What just happened?
I think the squid knocked the camera right off.
I had that camera feed in full screen on my visor, and for a second, I thought it was lights out for me.
Sounds like a good time for the sub to pick you up. Live stream out.
Ok, eso estuvo cool. Simplemente van por ahí nadando y luego esperan el momento correcto y ¡ñam! El momento es el el adecuado, ¡tram! Atrapan al calamar. Mensaje de Irina, mensaje de Andrés, mensaje de Rey. Ok, ¿qué dice Irina?
It's Irina. Since there's no dive today, I'm going to lose myself in the wet lab to work on those samples you sent up from the brine pool. Hey, have you listened to my daughter's track? Interesting, right?
Cool.
Mirai, remember the tag we found on the turtles? I put it out on the network and I got the strangest message back. I'm gonna take a tender to a small island nearby and check it out. I'll explain everything later. Still no mapping drone, by the way.
Hey, it's me. Nana didn't qualify for the study. Doctor says we missed the window. Whatever that means. Hard to tell what she remembers now. It's tough. Not sure my head's 100% there with school. Honestly, seems like a waste of money. Anyway, see you.
Sin contar a Irina, creo que sí. Irina. Sin contar a Irina, pues al parecer todo va complicado, ¿eh? Quisiera ver estos videos, pero no estoy seguro si debería verlos. Vi, fuera de cámara, vi estos que estaban ahí en el o sea que los desbloqueé en el episodio pasado, pero no estoy seguro si puedo así verlos tranquilamente. Quiero ver este. Ok, no importa, lo puedo ver por mi cuenta después.
Day 13. We're in the vents region without a map because of the lost drone. Diving blind, but I know these vents are important to Irina. We tracked a tag from our whale family here. I'm hoping it just fell off, as this would be an unusual place for a whale to be. Andre has the dive suit in safe mode, so I'll have restricted range. Head south to find the clearing for the sub pickup. Check. Ready to dive.
I'm in and okay.
Remember, no buoys and no waypoints. I put a simple version of the mapping system on your Manta drone. Now, we won't get your feed live, so we'll hear you, but won't see what you see.
I really wish we hadn't lost that mapping drone.
Relax. You know I've got this.
Of course, but we'll keep unnecessary chatter to a minimum to help you focus.
Roger that. No chit-chat. Singing's okay, though, right?
Pasa así.
Irina, how will I know the difference again between a dormant vent and a live vent?
Well, the live vents would have 400-degree water streaming out, so that's one way.
Check. Wide berth on the live hydrothermal vents.
Sorry, I thought my mic was muted. This is a dormant field. No live vents.
Otro tiburón. Dormilón. Tiburón dormilón. Creo que me agrada. Definitivamente me agradan esos tiburones. estoy yendo en círculos, ¿verdad? Sí, definitivamente me estoy moviendo en círculos. ¿O no? No, sí, estoy en círculos. Este lugar ya lo había pasado. No, espera. Este nuevo. Este
Neither of you
nuevo.
are gonna believe this. I think I found the mapping drone.
Really?
No way.
Can you scan it to make sure?
Scan confirms. I thought you programmed it to track the noise from the miners.
I did. I definitely did.
Maybe you never committed the change. You were pretty exhausted that night.
Maybe.
Okay, this dive just keeps getting stranger. How hot did you say that water typically is in a live vent?
Is that a joke?
No joke. Well, we're down one drone, but discovered an unmapped vent system.
Sistema de fumarolas en Patagonia.
This is great. I truly believe that these systems are the key to understanding the origins of life. Thank you so much for doing the dive under these conditions.
Actually, that might be the answer.
What?
To why the drone died.
We were talking about the origins of life.
My mind won't stop if it can't fit all the pieces together. The mapping drone may have cruised too close to the vent. It's got more delicate equipment on its underside that are not rated for anything close to that temperature.
You sound almost pleased.
Well, it's better to know the flaws so you can fix them.
Si conozco los fallos, puedo corregirlos. Eso es cierto. Muy cierto. Me encanta que los tiburones dormidos me están... Los tiburones dormilones me están guiando a donde tengo que ir.
I know we're giving me the silent treatment, but I think I just discovered a new species of octopus.
Not sure I can confirm that with just one scan.
Sorry, didn't copy that.
Pulpo de 7 brazos. Alibron, Dark something. Gracias amigos por, ya sabes. Gracias por guiarme todo el camino hasta acá.
Irina, did you expect volcanic activity here?
Describe, please.
Red, glowing. Need more?
Mirai, I would give that a very wide berth. Like maybe from your sub.
That's lava. Yeah. Don't get too close to that.
Are you kidding me?
Describe, please.
I can't. I mean, I don't want to.
Mirai, you're making me uneasy.
Seriously, we'll look at it together when I'm done with the dive.
Una perforadora. Estuvieron trabajando aquí.
Oh no! What happened to you? Are you sick?
Are you okay?
Just getting a few last scans. And saying goodbye to a friend. Can you send the sub?
Rayos. Evidencia documentada de trabajo no autorizado de minería en el fondo marino. Área con actividad volcánica y fumarolas hidrotermales. Cadáver de ballena descubierto como miembro de edad avanzada de la familia de Andrea. Ey, era una de edad avanzada, así que supongo
We
que...
watched the video log from your dive. I'm truly heartsick.
I'm furious. Where should we start?
The destroyed vent. I couldn't believe how badly the seabed was chewed up.
Vents that might have had a fossil record dating back over 1 billion years.
And microbial life that doesn't exist anywhere else on the planet. Who knows what cures we've lost.
Your drone's a fallen hero, Andre. I think it spooked the miners before they did more damage.
If you hadn't been willing to dive without a map, we would never have confirmed they were actively mining.
Who gets the satisfaction of turning them in?
We were debating that before you came on.
We should jointly report. It'll be stronger.
Agreed.
Agreed. Now tell us about the whale fall. Could you ID the whale?
The whale fall was definitely from the baby's family. The tail fluke was intact enough to scan it.
But you're sure it wasn't the mother?
It wasn't the mother. The ID matched another whale we know from her family.
Espero que fuera por causas naturales.
But it was an older whale, so it could have been from natural causes.
Do you think there's any connection to the miners?
They did plenty of damage, but I don't think the whale fall is on them.
I can pull out anything from the scan log that might be worth investigating.
Already have. Can you turn these into dive objectives?
Right. Catch you in a bit.
Bueno, al menos era, ¿sabes? Era solo la abuela. Pero, considerando la historia que tiene esta loca en estos momentos, como era uno de los más adultos, pues... Yeah, that's definitely... Eso definitivamente no es una buena señal.
Day 14. Arena's analysis of the whale fall shows evidence of toxins from a harmful algal bloom. We have to find Andrea and her family and get biosamples. On a positive note,
I'm in and okay. This area looks so different at night. I used to love diving in the moonlight.
The pod was active in this area as recently as an hour ago.
When was the last tracking data for the baby or its mother?
Days ago. But they could be with the pod right now and just not making any noise.
Wow. Ok, puedes escuchar cómo la loca pues se escucha muchísimo más seria en este momento. Oh, tengo una duda. Sí. Si se trata del ecosistema, el rayo ultravioleta siempre va a mostrar como esos microorganismos que hay en ellos. Cool. ¿Para qué será la luz roja?
There you go, first waypoint. They'll load automatically from here on in. I have the Explorer drones patrolling to get as many eyes and ears looking for the pod as possible.
Do I need the buoys?
No, we'll use the hydrophones on the drones. They don't have the range or fidelity of the boys, but we need speed.
Thanks.
Oh,
Alright, you know that no chatter rule was just for the vent area, right?
I'm sorry?
I think he's pointing out that you seem distracted.
Sorry. I'm back. Talk to me about something positive, Andre. Were you able to make contact with the teenagers you were telling me about?
They've been helping the leatherback turtle population rebound here in the region. They've developed a nest cooling technology to help the baby turtles. They've also built their own tracking drones.
Teens with tech. Sounds like you've inspired some citizen scientists, Andre.
Cachalote sano. Eso es bueno. Ok, vamos a la más cercana. Mega gigante. Pero no tan gigante, pero.
I have the lab ready to start work on the samples when you're done with your dive.
How quickly will you get results?
We can do initial screens quickly to narrow things down.
Have you decided whether or not you want another dive back at the brine pool?
With everything going on, I really hadn't had the chance to look at the schedule, but I would always say yes to that.
Right.
Una remora. Ah, supongo que esto fue lo que escuché en el antes. Uno de estos. Dolphin. Here, you mother. Buffer. Ah, no, es una orca.
I found the underweight orca.
If you can easily collect a sample, we might as well screen him for toxins and pathogens.
La orca desnutrida. Oh, pobrecita.
I don't remember having dolphins in the dive objectives.
I added them because of their role in the disease that hit the dolphin population a few years back.
Done. Andre, have you picked up any tags from our pod?
No, not yet. I'm going to widen the radius for the Explorer drones.
El soldado.
I'm near the waypoint and can hear a humpback singing, but I don't see it. I think I'm losing it. It's gotta be close. I feel like it's singing right in my ear.
Try a scan visor.
That's totally weird. I see a scan dot, but nothing's there. I think the humpback is invisible.
Sorry, I'm afraid I'm the invisible whale.
I'm definitely losing it. I thought you just said you're an invisible whale.
Well, not me. The humpback song I generated. You're at a playback station. It's pretty small on the boy line, but in the dark you probably can't see the line.
Wow, it must be pretty authentic. At least enough to convince your drone. Mirai, have you heard back from Ren yet?
No.
Is Ren okay? Rai, are you there?
I'm not sure.
Pardon?
I meant about Ren. I don't know. We had a fight right before I left the sub.
Do you want to call her now? I can patch you through.
Seriously? Here?
Well, I have to watch your video feed for safety, but I can mute your audio track for privacy.
Wow, I've never talked to her while I was diving. No, I'll wait for the sub.
Ya. Mejor idea hablar con tu hermana, la cual no estás segura de cómo va la situación con ella en un submarino que, ya sabes, buceando. Oh, weón, por un segundo vi, no lo vi como una ballena, lo vi como una especie de persona o algo así, porque vi solamente la parte blanca. ¡Ah! Me asustó la maldita ballena.
Okay, Mariah, you're on. The drone on the outer patrol just picked up several sperm whales on visual.
Thanks.
No sound alerts at all. They're being awfully quiet.
Espera, quiero escanear esta otra. Normalmente hay tres. Vale, no era una de esas.
I think I found the pod. Yes, that is them. I don't see the baby, but it's a little dark.
Why aren't they moving?
They're sleeping.
I had no idea. They look alien, but beautiful.
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna mute my comm while I get the samples.
I don't think they can hear us through your visor.
I think she is the one that is needing some quiet.
Thanks, Arena. Catch you at the sub. Mariah out.
Bajo niveles de toxicidad detectados. Bajo niveles de toxicidad detectados. Todas están en Un momento. El océano está enfermo y las cosas definitivamente no salieron como querías, ¿eh?
Hello, Mirai. It's me. I don't see a sample from either the baby or the mother. Andre said you were going back out to look for them. I know you are still deciding, but I told him you're thinking about leaving the expedition early. As soon as I have results, I'll let you know.
Marai, I think I have a location for the mother and baby. They were spotted just outside the research zone by those teenagers I was telling you about. Now, I don't have much data, but the report doesn't sound positive. I'll let Irina know as well.
Hello? Is now a good time? You sound tired.
Yeah, I'm a zombie. I had trouble sleeping.
Did the doctor say anything other than Nana missed the window?
Not really.
Did you ask him the questions I sent?
Didn't seem to be any point. Listen, I'm exhausted. I'll catch you later, okay?
Bren, please don't hang up. Bren? Okay.
Same night, last dive. We're near the coastal area where Andrea and her mother were last spotted. Suit checked and rechecked. Can't risk any exposure in case the bloom hasn't completely resolved. Hard to swim after absorbing neurotoxin. Seriously. Diving now.
I'm in.
Marai, are you sure you want to do this dive?
I'm okay.
And you're sure you want to record in our streaming format?
Yes.
Ready? Recording now.
Tonight we're recording from the open ocean in the Western Pacific. For those of you who are returning, we're trying to get an updated status on the mother and baby sperm whale that we've been following on our stream. We're recording tonight's stream because we have reports that the mother whale is distressed, and we don't want to surprise viewers if these reports are true.
After discovering a whale fall in our research zone, we suspected that the whales may have been exposed to a toxin or pathogen, and are currently investigating. Samples from several females in the pod tested positive for a toxin that we believe resulted from exposure to a harmful algal bloom near the coastal area just outside our research zone.
Aunque no tuvieron la culpa directamente al estar trabajando en ese lugar, en la minería, sí tuvieron la culpa indirectamente. Supongo que esa es la idea, de que indirectamente pues terminaron provocando el fallecimiento de la ballena.
As I approach the whales, I'm going to turn off my mic, but keep on my video feed.
No.
The whales that we tested showed low level of this toxin, so we do not believe they will will suffer from long-term effects. However, we expect that the mother whale was exposed to a higher level and was also more vulnerable because of her pregnancy.
Andrea parece saludable. Andrea, la pequeña parece saludable, pero el resto. Y ahí vienen las orcas.
Andre, those orcas sure look like they are threatening the baby whale.
Ahí sí. No, el cachalote de la madre murió. Solo queda el pequeño. Por suerte apareció su manada. Obviamente va a aparecer la manada.
Stay close to your aunties. They know the way.
As far as we know, those were the only 2 whales affected by the bloom.
Las únicas 2 ballenas afectadas por las algas.
With all of Andrea's technology genius, he still hasn't invented a way to be in 2 places at the same time. Before my flight home landed, Irina and Andre had already confirmed the location of the harmful bloom. I stayed close to home with Nana until she passed the next year. Ren moved in with me to save money while she finished school, which was great. Mostly.
Casi siempre.
It was Ren's idea to keep the live stream going remotely using one of Andrea's drones. But it was my fabulous idea to have Ren join the stream to choose the questions from the audience. She is definitely a hit.
Definitivamente es una estrella. 2 años más tarde en el Pacífico
I can't
Occidental.
lie. It's great to be diving again.
Vale, parece que llegamos al final del... F.
While I was away, the baby became an auntie. I think she likes it. She still buzzes me when I play my coda sounds, so that is still a mystery. But I swear, we understand each other completely.
Es un sonido que escuchó desde que nació, entonces... Cool. Ok, la historia está súper interesante. No se pueda pues ir nadando por ahí y todo eso. Aunque debo admitir que como le tengo cierto... A ver, iba a decir respeto, pero no, miedo. Como le tengo cierto miedo al mar, pues hubo varios momentos donde... No, sí me asusté. Por cosas que no debería haberme asustado. Pero... Es el mar. ¿Qué quieres que haga? Lo siento. Pero pues me da miedito. especialmente la parte donde de las profundidades. Aún así estaba muy cool. No alcancé a escanear todas las mantarrayas, loco, quería verlas todas. No, pero Halo, tiburón martillo. Me gustó cómo se mostraban cada uno de los animales. Eso igual estaba muy cool. Ah. Aunque al parecer cosas que solo, está bien. Entretenido. La historia con la hermana me parece algo re bueno. Porque pues no llega a ninguna conclusión. Parece como que van a enemistarse o algo, pero al final no llega a nada. Creo que es mi única pega del juego. Como que, ¿por qué? Aparte de eso estuvo todo bastante. Espero que esa canción no tenga copyright. Porque sería increíblemente molesto justo que vaya a silenciarme en esa parte cuando estuve hablando. Hace falta una manada. Doctora Mirai Soto. Beyond Blue. Beyond Blue. Ok, muy divertido. Nos vemos.